Hello everyone, it's Dio from Firm But Fair Gaming, bringing you another Diablo 3 video. Welcome everyone to another Set Dungeon video. So today we are taking a look at the Witch Doctor, and we are going to be doing the Spirit of Arachyr. So for those who are unfamiliar with Set Dungeons, it is part, if you're doing the seasonal play, it is part of the seasonal journey. You need to complete a Set Dungeon and just complete it on the basic form for one of the chapters, and then you need to master it as well, and this basically helps you progress through. I believe the first one is on Slayer and the next one is on Champion, and really you have to complete this or master a set dungeon in order to get to the Guardian Path, where you're going to get your 2 banner profiles as well as the pet for the seasonal journey. In non-seasonal play, we can do this just for our achievements. So we go to our achievements here, we can see our set dungeons. So here's the various dungeons for all the classes. So this is all the different achievements. So this is kind of what you can do it for as well. It also just gives you something different to do in the game that's a little bit different and requires a little bit of strategy as well. So if you're unfamiliar with where to go for the set dungeon, what we need to do is we need to go into Arachyr Manor. So we go to Arachyr Manor's courtyard, walk into the manor, and we're looking for this room here. So as you can see on the mini map, it's got the little square and a line through the middle, a couple bookcases here, and over in the corner is the Tome of Set Dungeon. So we gotta be wearing the set. We're gonna click on this and it's gonna spit out this page. So I'd already picked it up, and it gives us a clue of where we need to go. So we have to go to the Alliance of, sorry, I moved my mouse, Alliance of the Dying Sun. As per my instructions, it is hidden in a shallow oasis pool to the southwest where man has altered the water's flow. So this is in Act 2, and we need to go to the Dalgar Oasis. So I'd already figured that out. So now I'll show you where to go so we can see where the obelisk is for the set dungeon. So we're just going to teleport to the Oasis. So again, the keyword in the hint was Oasis. So that's why we need to go here. So we're just going to go here, and we're just going to follow from the waypoint. We're just going to head to the southwest and follow it along. Follow the wall, already cleared the path. And we're just going to keep following it, and then when you get down into this bottom corner, then you're going to be able to find the entrance to the set dungeon. Okay, so what we need to do for this set dungeon is we gotta lick 30 different enemies with a toad, kill every elite while it's webbed by the spider queen and bitten by piranhas, and then we gotta complete, for the basic, we gotta complete 1 objective and kill 55 monsters within the time limit. For mastery, we gotta complete both objectives and kill all monsters within the time limit. Of course, if we take fatal damage, we'll fail the dungeon but not die, so that's for hardcore. And then our game difficulty has no bearing on it. The dungeon has its own difficulty. So what we want to do is remove all of our Paragon, because we want to have quite low damage. I generally try to have under 1,000, so I got 670 here. I took off my weapon and my bracers just to try to drop my damage a little bit, because I don't want to be one-shotting everything. And then we want to make sure we have our skills set up correctly. So we got our spiders that we need to throw to direct our queen. We got our piranhas, and that is going to be important because we need to web it and use piranhas to kill it at the same time as part of the objectives. And then of course I have the toad that needs to lick things. So we have our skills set up appropriately, and I'm using Severance with Spirit Walk for mobility because of course we're on a time limit. We only have, I think it's about 4 minutes and 20 seconds to kill everything and complete our objective. So let's take a look at the actual run here. So here we go. So right off the start, we're going to get one of the servants. So we got to make sure that it dies while the Pyronado is active. So I'm making sure I get it to about 75% there, and then I pop the Pyronado so that it's still captured in it while it's dying. And then basically the best route is, because I did this a couple times because I kept having issues where the servant was dying outside of the Pyronado. So here I'm just chipping away at the mobs, letting the toad do a bunch of licks. So I'm getting him down there. He's at about half or 75%. So then I throw the Pyronado and get that kill. So now I got 2 of them down. There's 5 of those that we got to work on. So I got those 2 down. And here I was just letting the toad get some of the licks because we need 30. So I don't want to go to the right there, because if we go to the left, it's going to be much quicker and give us more time if we need it. Although I found I didn't really need it. So here I wasn't too happy because the toad licked and brought in and swallowed the servant. So I had to be quick there when he spit him out because my spiders were just crushing it to make sure to throw it the Pyronado and catch it before it died, because otherwise that would have been a fail. So as I'm going through here, I am putting out Locust Swarm because I have a Ring of Emptiness on, so that's going to help me do a little bit of damage. So I'm just taking my time here, letting the toad get a bunch of licks in. So again, we're at 17 to 30. Still got 85 monsters left, so I'm not overly worried about it. We're definitely going to make it. I'm just taking my time because I also have lots of time. So back there on the left, I came this direction because I knew that that was a wall. So now I'm going to start moving this way to the right and head back to where it was when we made our turn. So here there's a lot of trash. So then he swallowed one of the servants. So I'm just had him selected there because I wanted to watch his health. And then when he got around 75, close to 50% there, I Pyronadoed him and then made sure to blow him up with the spider by throwing directly on him. So when you come across a servant, you always want to make sure that you have it targeted as best as possible so that you can monitor its health, because you don't want it to accidentally die outside of being in the Pyronado, because then of course you'll fail and not be able to get the master. So we still get 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. 40 monsters. We need one more servant. There it is. Got swallowed again, so I'm going to chip away. I put Locust on it. There we go. That proc, got the Oculus Ring, throw it to Pyronado, stepped in it, just blew him up. So now that's complete. So now the rest of this rift, or rest of the set dungeon here, is just easy money. So we're just going to let the toad get its licks in. We got 20 monsters left. We still got 2 minutes. Like, this is, we're in the clear now. So run up here, make sure that there's nothing up here. There's a few. So we got that. Now I'm going to go down here and straight across, or rather I guess coming back to the left. There was never anything in there, but I just wanted to double check because I'd hate to have to circle back. So we have 7 left, minute 50 on the clock. We know that we got this. We completed the other 2 objectives. So we're just going to run down here and just clean everything else up. And that's all there is to it. So of course we got our 30 licks from the toad, and we killed all 5 of the servants while it was affected by both the Spider Queen and the Pyronado, or the piranhas. But the most efficient use is to throw up the Pyronado, because then you know what you're working with for timing, and it's obvious that the piranha buff is on them. For that run, we ended up taking out all of our paragons. So again, I was in non-season, so I have all my paragon out. And I ended up taking off my bracers and my weapons, and it left me, I did keep in my gems, and I left myself with 670 damage here. So as you can see in the run, the trick was, especially when you get to the little mini boss elite dudes that you need to kill, is to make sure that the piranha, the Pyronado, was still active when they died. Otherwise it will fail. And then for the cube as well, switching back over to the items that I had in the cube. In the cube, I had the spider grass on my weapon, so that of course controls where the spider is going to go. I had Mask of Jerem so that my pets were dealing more damage. And then I was wearing a Ring of Royal Grandeur, so that was a wasted slot, because I was debating if I was going to put in another item for the legs, like Depth Diggers, but I ended up not doing that. So the ring slot ultimately wasn't of value to me, but you could pick something that you would like as well, either the rings, so then you can switch out an item as well. But ultimately you should be able to deal enough damage by wearing all the rest of your items. And of course I had lots of time left, so it was pretty simple. Mainly the trick was to making sure that the elite mobs, as I'll call them, were dying while Pyronado was active, so I was making sure to get them weak. So this brings us to the end of the video here for the Arachyr Set Dungeon. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, please let us know. We'll be happy to answer those for you. As always, we appreciate any likes, shares, and subscribes. We enjoy making these videos for you guys. And if you have any videos that you would like to see, please let us know. We'll be making a complete set of these Set Dungeon videos and be posting them over the next couple weeks. If there are any that you have a preference to see earlier than others, please let us know. As always, hope you're enjoying Season 25, and good luck, and catch you at our next one.